Brothers and sisters, the word Easter is shorthand for God raised Jesus from the dead. That simple, incredible claim is at the center of our Christian hope today. It's the center because it reminds us of who God is and who we are, and that God's future will prevail despite every refusal and every rebellion. Easter brings to the front of our mind and to the center of our heart that only God is God. God is the forever center that holds. Easter reminds us dramatically that when it's God's will, you can betray it and arrest it, you can whip it, spit on it, push nails in it, hang it on a tree until it dies, and bury it underground with guards standing post. And still shockingly, God will resuscitate it, defiantly resuscitate it. I've always wished that the gospel writers would have interviewed Pontius Pilate after the resurrection with a two-word question: now what? The center holds because love is the most durable substance in the world, and God's way to reveal the center, the wonderful way God reveals the center, is to dismantle everything that is not love by love with love. Now that is true power. God is love, and since love power is energy, it generates energy, and it generates energy in us, and we call that energy hope. And since everything but love ultimately is frail and failed, we are right to hope in God. So we apply God's words and ways to our real lives now in hope. Now, in the midst of racial reckoning, in the midst of a viral pandemic, in the midst of an epidemic of gun violence. What I like most about Easter is that it proves that hope in God isn't some pristine fairy tale that doesn't live up to real life. No, Easter is a word for the real world, for an institution renouncing its racist founding, for a nurse who leaves the safety of her home each day to care for the infected, and for the newlywed in Boulder, Colorado, who runs toward an active shooter to care for strangers. When asked why he did such a ridiculous thing, he answered, "God compelled me." Christ has died and Christ is risen. That is our center. And what Easter teaches us again and again is that the center holds. Happy Easter, beloved. God bless you.